Center. I'm Chris Berman. Let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Colts barn burn their way to a 24-point win. Terrell Buckley stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Falcons pick up their third win of the season. Muhsin Muhammad had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Steelers beat the Bengals. By the warm waters of Tampa Bay, we had the Buccaneers end up with an 8-point victory. Over at the Cleveland Browns Stadium, we had the Browns come away with a 7-point win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris. Let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Isaac Sopoaga is on the move as he gets a contract for what can only be referred to as crazy money. 4 years, $3.1 million. Fred Wakefield is on the move as well as he signs a 3-year contract with the Patriots. Cody Spencer will be moving on from his current address, and he gets a pretty good deal to do it. 6 years, $2.4 million. This guy will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Panthers.
The Packers defense held their opponents to under 50 rushing yards in their win at Lambeau Field. The Eagles won on the road and will head into their bye week on a high note. Rod Smith stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the 49ers pick up win number 2. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Tony Gonzalez won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. He's suffering from a pulled calf muscle, and that'll keep him out for 4 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Curtis Martin is probably the one that most leaps out at you. He'll be out for the rest of the season. Now we'll move on to our top story of the day. Trent Green is going to find himself in street clothes for the time being, and that'll be a major blow to this club. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Drew Bennett had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Ravens beat the Chiefs. Down in South Florida, Miami, we had the Dolphins lose by just a single point. Down in Qualcomm Stadium, we had the Chargers come away with a tie. And last but not least, we had the Bills come away victorious. So another week in the books here on ESPN, but what do you say we hand out a few game balls before we go? Here's my primetime players. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.